They were supposed to watch over him, just to keep him in line. Now,
a hugely controversial story. We first showed you that incident caught on tape.
Students gathered this afternoon at Cleveland Plaza and marched to the Capitol.
We have civil rights violations run amok.
Florida does things on the cheap.
They talk about it and they say they passed laws, but then you see no change.
This is not a joke. If you think it's a joke, wait till we go.
End up being basically murder, not just an accidental death.
It's a sad, sad day. It's a sad day. We have a government that will condone that. Now, granted, I'm sorry about circumstances. Somebody got to be held accountable for Martin Anderson's death. Someone.
What kind of gets you is just kind of the banality of it. The guards who are doing this look like robots. They don't look angry, really. They're just doing their job.
They treated individuals, young men, both black and non-black, as if it was worse than a military training camp.
The fact that we put students in these facilities and we leave them there because the turnover rate and the recidivism rate is very high back to those same facilities. Then what happens, it becomes a pipeline to the jailhouse. This particular case was simply the tip of the iceberg. It's a crying out shame that in the face of these pieces of evidence that keep emerging, that the U.S. Department of Justice has not seen fit to come into this state because the state obviously has no will to clean up its own mess.
The relationship between Bay County and the leadership of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement was very close, in fact, too close.
In the Constitution, it calls for the governor to be ready to suspend various different groups of public officials when they have not done what they're supposed to do from an ethical perspective.
The exhumation of Martin Lee Anderson is a very strange experience because you are watching a burial in reverse. You're watching a family who has buried a child and now has to see the child dug back up with the knowledge that the child will be buried again. And then for all our talk about justice and all our talk about news stories, that nothing will ever bring that child back again.
They went to a system for help, and that system killed their child. There is absolutely no way we can excuse that.
Are there solutions? I don't know. Can you prevent evil from happening? I don't think so. Can you prevent accidents from happening? I doubt it. I mean, these things happen. It's what we do with it afterward that defines us as a society, and what we do to prevent that future recurrence. I mean, that's the key.
I have a lot I have to say. I won't see my son no more. They see their family members. Mark was 14 years old. At least we do know you can't kill a young black male and don't do time for that right now.